Yellow, 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 yellow. It is Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. We're back after an issue that I had last week. I was coming home. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take my bike out, right? I'm not gonna use a motorcycle tonight because I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna be safe. I'm not taking my motorcycle out. It's gonna be quick. What could be wrong? Man? It's only like 6 miles away. There you going. Okay. Turn out into 95 minutes for
Oh,
6 miles.
geez.
All right.
Oh,
95 minutes
wow.
for 6 miles. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it. And of course,
Oh,
I
man.
tweeted it. I tweeted it before, right? And
Yeah.
and then I saw the tweets like, guys, we're not going out. We're not going like. I was like, what the fuck? This thing it didn't send through. Right? It didn't go through because it's sending, reviewing your post. You want to check with the bartender before you had the shot. No, brother, I've been hating this thing on X, man. Like, just used to be just post and immediately post it, and now they got a blue check and all that crap that I don't like. But anyway, that's my rant for now. And I got another rant about the internet today because it was messing with me, and now it's all about ranting before going into the business here with the boys of Tuga Tuesdays. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Hold on a second. So where are you? He reposted the thing, brother. So I want to
I know
talk to
you
you and now
reposted
the
it.
rant
Yeah,
about the rule.
Yeah, he reposted and then said he was
Then
working.
he backed out. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll find out. But before we throw him under the bus, we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He might be working. I don't know. But I meet you, brother, tonight because this is we're gonna talk about a lot about those dragons, man. A lot about those dragons. They arrived to King's Landing and set up the city on fire, man. On fire. The Targaryens remember how to be a Targaryen, and they're back, absolutely back. Porto is back in the title race. They're serious, they're dangerous, they're relentless, and they are so versatile. They got so many weapons now. And on top of that, not happy enough with one stalwart as a defender on Bednarek. They got another Polish guy. I forgot how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
They signed another center back that is coming to to make this difference even stronger than it is now with Bednarek in the back of the story for the Dragons. Right? This is a long season. First classic question, the books. Sporting, it wasn't the night. I mean, it was insane. We're gonna talk about the game, of course, but they almost scored in the first. What was it? 12 seconds?
15 seconds. It was seconds.
Yeah.
Right. It was like 12 seconds, not even 15 seconds, bro. And the first shot on the pipe was like, oh my god, brace yourselves, guys, because this game is about to go wild, and it did. With the wingers flying, with the Porto playing a massive game. I want to see the reaction for Sporting because he got to play. They got an away game after this FIFA international break that is so tricky, so complicated. We want to talk about that. We want to talk about the issues in the people that we haven't seen this episode of Sporting players disappearing, right? Disappearing from the going in action in games. Yeah. We haven't seen this in a while. I want to talk about that with Derek. We're going to talk about that with, of course, Mauricio. And Ruiz is like, I swear to God, I'm working. All right.
Nino,
I brought we believe you, brother. We believe you.
Tonight. I was coming as a spectator tonight.
You got a popcorn ready,
I had my popcorn
so ready. Mikey, to enjoy the massacre here on Tuga Tuesday. But of course, we're going to talk about the Eagles. We're going to talk about those Eagles that I posted something, right? I posted, what did I say? Unnecessary drama, late drama for Benfica. They got the game in the bag, but in the end, it turned out to be something like, what's going on here? What is going on here? I thought we were winning this game. We got the game on the bag. We were ready to go home to take a shower. But a red card, a goal. Oh my God, what's going on? We're gonna talk about that, guys. Thank you so much for showing up today. Mauricio Romano, Derek Gomez, Mike D'Agostino, Rui is driving through the highway. We miss you, boy. We miss you tonight. Let's kick off the show with you, brother. Give me your thoughts on your Lions. How many pills did you take that day? Tell me.
Well, the funny thing about it was I was at the U.S. Open, so I didn't watch it live.
What?
I didn't watch it live. So then, I have the recording set up. So when I got home on Sunday, that was the one game that it didn't record. So at that point, I was raging because I didn't know anything about the game. I had gone social media silent. I didn't want to know.
I thought Sabalenka was better to watch that.
Yeah, of course. So I finally watched it on Monday morning. So then I went on the internet and saw that Sporting did not sign anybody on during the final day of the transfer window. So that was just like the cherry on top. But yeah, I mean, it was a complicated game. I can't say here that. I mean, there were different phases of the game. I'm not going to say here that Sporting played terrible. I don't think that Sporting played terrible. I thought Sporting played okay. I thought they played good. I mean, I do think Porto deserved to win.
Porto was better.
I thought they were the more dominant team. But the thing about it was, I mean, I think Porto were the more dominant team, especially in that first half. Where I think after, they had that the ball hit the post in 15 seconds. After that, I think Sporting, grew into the game and they were fine. But then I think at around the 20-minute mark, they just, Porto really started to take over. They started winning the ball back quicker. Our midfield was really struggling. Coach Osvelli wasn't up to the task. I thought that their midfield, Varela, I thought Froholt in that first half was exceptional. He's sensational. And same thing with Rodrigo Mora. They were just quicker to the ball, getting in there, causing a lot of problems for Sporting. Sporting was able to weather the storm, and they were very lucky to do so. But, one thing is, I mean, even though we were lucky to not concede that first half, we actually could have scored at the end of that first half. Because you did bring it up, Nino, on the broadcast. I completely agree with you, and there are people online that agree with you too. That was a penalty. I mean, that was a penalty.
It was a penalty. It was a penalty.
I mean, come on. I mean,
I sent a message to Nino.
It was a penalty. I mean, I don't think there's. I don't think it's disputable. I don't know. He didn't play the ball at all.
Brought him down.
It
was like a jiu-jitsu move.
Yeah, no. We could have got out of there with the lead, not deserving it, but we could have. Then the second half, I thought we played really well in those first 15 minutes. I thought we were the team that took the initiative. Yeah. I thought you saw a reduction in intensity from Froholt and Rodrigo Mora. Rodrigo Mora, was taken out of the game soon afterwards, and Sporting were pushing the ball. Then on a lapse of concentration, Porto's first attack, they score. And I think we were shell-shocked, and they scored a second goal right after. And that was, pretty much that. I do like the fact that Sporting did fight back. And, I think we deserved at least a goal. I think that, it would be a 1-goal margin is probably fair with what happened. Yeah. With what happened. But yeah, going back to, I know we're going to talk about it more, but I said this the first week of Tuga Tuesday, that Sporting can be really good when Pot and Trincão are on. This was an example of Trincão was essentially a ghost. He turned into Casper the Friendly Ghost, and Pot was, what a difference a game makes. He was absolutely in the zone just 7 days before that, and he just did not show up. Just poor. And we also the absences really, you really felt the absences in this game. DeBost,
I don't know. I think they were absent. They were playing, but they were absent. All right.
I think DeBost looked shaky. I think we missed Diomande.
Yeah.
And I thought
we're gonna go over. Derek, come on, leave some topics for later, brother.
And Mungers was another one that made you mix Maxi. But yeah, overall, I'm going to say, yeah, I think Porto did deserve to win, but we have to take those points that I talked about into account.
Absolutely. Yeah. Since we have a wave of Portistas showing up on the comments. We got Matt
that
is watching from his bed. The guy is watching at 3 a.m. in England. You got Andrew, of course, showing up here. Who else we got here? More Portistas, of course, English Porto podcast. Now, Mr. Ruano, this round's for real, huh? We finally I think we can say now, because we were tracing these dragons, the first round, second round, third round, different rivals. But we were saying this, we wanted to see how they perform in clásicos, in big games, and they stepped up big time this time, huh?
Oh, definitely a big time. I'm going to represent Roy as best as I can. Even before the game started, the best decision was already made. Mora was in the starting lineup. Whether or not Vega couldn't go or not, I think putting him in right away for this game is huge, because you saw what he was already doing just coming off the bench, what that kid can bring. So even as a Sporting fan, once I saw the lineup come out and I saw Mora on there, I already in my head was like, oh man, I already don't like that as a Sporting fan. But as a Porto fan, I thought that's a great move. And in this game, of course, they kept that pressure high like they did. And Froho, like I said, since our podcast started this season, I think he's going to be the youngster of the year in this league. He's just every game just has been just showing what his worth has been, his talent. He's just showing a lot to me since he came over to Porto. And another guy, Alberto Costa, showed his worth. He had a hell of a game on that right side. And it showed why Sporting was interested in him, and it showed why Porto went out and got him. And that's why Farioli is pretty much switching up this defense. You got Bednarek back there, now Alberto Costa. They're bringing Keyworth in from Arsenal. He knew where the deficiencies were, and they're getting that fixed. And Alberto Costa had a field day. Pretty much that whole game against Sporting, I felt like they attacked that left side of Sporting where Mangas and Bot were. And even with that goal, Costa makes that run where Bot just doesn't follow him. And he makes that run, brings that crossover to Luke de Jong, and it's a tap in. If Bot follows that run, they would have been good. But he was just having a field day all game. I think he was the best player on the field for Porto, Costa, the whole entire game for me. And Diego Costa made some great saves in that second half to keep Porto with the lead and everything like that.
Can't forget William Gomes, though.
Yeah, that Luis Suarez shot that he saved off. Granted, it was mainly almost at him, but he still had to fight that off.
Brutal.
Yeah, brutal. He showed his worth and why he's a top goaltender in the world, not just in the league, but in the world.
Absolutely, man.
I think for Porto, for Farioli, this is huge, because as a coach, the players now start to believe. They start to believe in you as a team, as a coach. You now have them with you as a team. And I think this is a lot more. This is just a huge win for them. Because not only did I feel like as a Porto fan, you should be happy not only with the win, but just with the transfer market and everything they've done this year with that team.
Yeah.
They showed everybody.
Yeah, they rolled the dice. They did.
Yeah, they showed everybody for the league. We're just not here to compete. We're here to come and win the league and get that number one spot again, where they think they deserve to be.
Right, and now this is the part when I step up here, because remember, guys, when I said last season by the end of last season about Anselmi, guys, wait for the off season. This transfer window is gonna be key for Porto. And but the guy didn't make it. He's transferred because he screwed up so bad.
Right now, they're happy. He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Right now they're happy he didn't make it. And listen, and Villas-Boas is doing a good thing. Rodrigo Mora was rumored to go to those Arabian teams, but he's stuck to his guns. You're not going to give me over 70 or more for him, then he's going to stay, because they can use him, and he's a valued player, and he's doing the right thing.
I'm so glad that he didn't leave, man. I'm so glad that he stayed. It would have been a massive mistake for for the team and for the player. Because you're 17, brother. You can't go to Saudi Arabia for if they offer you $500 million. I'm not going, brother. I'm not going. I'm gonna make that money.
500 million. I'm going.
I'm not gonna go.
You give me that Ronaldo money.
All right.
I don't care.
Number
how
down.
anyone
It's 200.
remembers me for 500 million.
Mr. Benfica, brother, your game was in cruise control. Everything was set. The highway was clear. No tolls. Everything was fine. And then at the end, tell me about that. Tell me about that. Your impression, brother.
Yeah, it's what happens when you switch off to concentration. It's what happens when Bruno Lage is your manager and you make substitutions, and then a red card throw. You have the complete wrong personnel on the pitch for the situation you have. I mean, I can't complain. Okay, given the situation with no preseason, this team went 8 games, 7 victories, 1 draw, only 1 goal surrendered 5 minutes from the end. I mean, as much as I like to pick on Lige, I can't. He got the job done. Is it pretty? No, but who cares? I mean, in 2 months, we're not going to remember that. Absolutely. He got the goal. It was necessary to get to this weekend, to get to where Porto and Sporting were going to play. One of them was going to lose points, maybe both of them. Had to get there with the 100% record. Managed to get that done one way or another. I don't like that Florentino has left. I don't like that we now have no backup for Enzo Barrenechea, who's already got 3 yellow cards in 3 matches. He's going to be sitting out in a couple of weeks at some point. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the market. Just to say one thing, Porto won the transfer market. Porto has the best coach in the league. They are dangerous. They're not to be taken lightly.
Agreed.
They're not just back. They are really back.
Yeah.
It's
There's no doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do for the other 2 teams to keep up with them right now. They managed to quietly win the market. That's
I got Jagger saying Manny Silva's coming back from injury faster than expected, he's saying.
But what does that mean? I mean, that's still, how ready is he really going to be to play? What happens if Enzo Barrenechea goes down in an injury? Manu Silva can't come in to play 90 minutes for a long time still. So, we're going to go back to the old game of moving Auschwitz around to wherever you need a player. I think that it was, obviously for Florentino, it's a great deal because he's going to make a lot of money, but I don't think he's really particularly suited for the English game. If he was going to Italy, I'd have a different feeling about it. Yeah. But
yeah, you're right. I think so.
It's I don't know. It's not. I mean, Benfica did okay in the market, but a lot of people, Artur Koglu leaves. Who's gonna pick up the production? I don't care how much fans don't like that he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. The goals and assists speak for themselves. They have to be replaced. Yeah. And as much as other guys may look nice and can dribble and can complete passes, they have a better pass, efficiency. At the end of the day, what matters is if the ball goes in the goal. And struggling to beat Alverca, that shows you right there. Only getting 2 goals with the cruise control the team was in. It should have been 3 or 4-0. It wasn't, and that's what made it different. That's what made it. Yeah, because I get it because it's his club. I would feel the same way. But the outside looking in, I'm telling you, where we're sitting, it looks really good to be them right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And now Jagger's saying a new position for Auschwitz. I mean, yeah, brother, he can play any 6 positions. He's played 7 different positions. Like he can excel at every single one of them. But back to Porto here. So, Mike, listen to this, right? I've been hearing these 2 guys, right? Maybe because they're not. They don't have a Porto DNA. But I haven't heard anything. Right, you mentioned Diogo Costa. This one is for Mauricio, right? First, and then we go into Derek. We're mentioning Alberto Costa. We're mentioning Diogo Costa. Diogo Costa, right? Yeah. We mentioned defense. What about the offense, brother? What about Will Gomez running the show, man? What about Will Gomez? For me, he was the MVP. Costa was great. Diogo also, but for me, it was Will Gomez, the man who ran the show, and Sporting couldn't even catch him, man. they couldn't even catch him. So let's talk about this offensive production from Porto, Mauricio.
Yeah, Gomez, that second goal, hell of a shot. There's no goalie that gets that ball. It's a hell of a goal. I'm not taking that away from him.
It ended up winning the game.
Yeah, once I saw the ball go in the net, even as a Sporting fan, I'm like, that's a hell of a shot. Not only just the shot, but even how he created to get to that spot that he wanted to get to take the shot. It was just, and their offense, since they're doing that high pressure, you could tell by the end of the game, Inacio and DeBost they were tired. And they just kept on top of them.
Yeah.
Signs and Gomes just kept running them and running them. And you could tell by that 75th minute, Inacio and DeBost were starting to feel it. They were starting to feel it in their legs. And I think that's what Farioli and their attack is trying to do to everybody. With that high press and everything, they're just, when you get the ball, you could tell there's already 4 or 5 guys running into that box, and they're making that offensive run. The attack that they have going on right now, the connection that they're building, it's very impressive what Farioli has done with his system. Yeah, they get a little bit, if you can beat their trap, you can catch them on a break. He may have to work on that a little bit. Sporting did get their chances. Balt had that 3-on-1 where he just messed that up.
Oh, my God.
And those are the things that Porto might give up time to time with the attack that they have. But those are things that other teams have to catch on to. I think Farioli saw that this game. He might have to switch a couple things up. But their attack would just, Froho in the middle is able to find those wingers, and those wingers are just ready to shoot. And when they shoot, they're either on target or they barely miss. And that's where I would say as a Porto fan, I would like to see Moura play more because of his creativity, just to add more to that attack that they have going.
Absolutely, man. That's a good. I thought I lost it for a second right now. Mr. Gomez, about the wingers, right? Facing these wingers, when you saw this lineup from Porto coming with Rodrigo Moura, with Borja, and with what's his name, with Gomez. I mean, were you worried about it? Because I saw on Sporting, everyone. I mean, it was everyone in Sporting. I want to say that they underperformed for this game. I want to say,
they were
probably the highest. It's hard for me to highlight from Sporting, and but a particular this issue that I found out on this game is the flanks. I mean, how they could not either protect the flanks and then not progressing from the flanks. So that was, would you say that was the biggest issue of the night or not?
Yeah, I mean, especially you brought it up, especially on that left side. I mean, I thought Mungish had a nightmare game. Not only defending, I mean, on the ball, he made, in that first half, he made 2 really naive passes that resulted in goal scoring opportunities. I think that just it could have just been the game itself got the best of him. Just the event itself. It's his first Clasico, and it just seemed like he was off. DeBost was another one who is known for his exquisite passing. He's a great long ball passer. And he was making these very nervy, uncharacteristic passes. It was just they were just just subpar performances. From guys who have been producing this season. I mean, I spoke about Ports and like the dramatic drop off from one week to the next. Trincão, this isn't the first time that he's gone ghost in these big games. So I'm not totally surprised about that. It's been 4 games now. With Lucho Suarez. And I think that there's serious question marks about Lucho Suarez. That's just how I feel. He's got the 2
Really?
goals. One is the penalty.
Why do you have questions, man? I don't have any. I don't have any. I think
that he was unable to penetrate.
Goals this season.
I found that he was unable to penetrate and make an impact. I mean, the 2 shots that he had, again, were shots that he got a little bit of space and he took. These were difficult shots to take. He really didn't have these opportunities inside the box. He wasn't able to really penetrate that defense. I mean, if you think about it, I mean that the first shot in the first half again, he got a ball, took a touch, hit it wide, and then the one in the second half again, it was a good shot. Don't get me wrong. You do expect Diogo Costa to make that save. The probability of that ball going in is low.
Right. No, but the thing,
and let's not forget. I know we didn't have Tuga Tuesday. We didn't have Tuga Tuesday last week, but he was a disaster in Madeira. He almost lost the game for us in Madeira. So I mean, I think that there's question marks about this guy. I kind of understand where Conrad Harder was coming from. Conrad Harder's. I did the training camp. I was here last year. You guys invested 19 million euros on me.
Put the
you
number
guys
9.
just give him the starting spot. What did he do to deserve the starting spot? Did he earn the spot?
Yeah.
He played 20 minutes in the Supertasa. That's it. And then week 1 he was the starter.
So what do we want to say if he scores a brace against Famalicão and wins the game?
Oh well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean,
He doesn't really have a
think
track
that's-
record of doing that, though.
But I mean, there's question marks about this guy. I understand why Connie wanted to leave. I get it. What we did too. Now we're talking about transfer window. We go and replace Connie now with a player. I mean, we spent 22 million euros on this guy. This is a guy who last year in the almighty powerful Greek Super League scored 6 goals. 3 of them were penalties. And we just invested 22 million euros in this guy. And it's not like he's a prospect. He's 25, so he's a finished product. This could be. I mean, I could be wrong, but this could be a downgrade from Connie Harder. So I think that. Yeah, from Connie Harder. It could be a downgrade from Connie Harder, I think. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to be concerned about with this team. I think that, this whole thing with Jota Silva, this was a comedy. I think we took for granted that we were going to sign this guy. So we went and pursued other guys that, we had no chance of getting. Then
I lost track on that one, Derek. I lost track on that one with Jota Silva. So did they sign him? He's not coming. He's not.
They didn't get it done in time.
To January.
They didn't get in on time. No.
They signed them, but they got him in on time for FIFA for the Europe,
but not for the
European League, but not the Portuguese League. He went back to Nottingham Forest.
He went back to Nottingham. Yeah.
He
as opposed to getting two wingers, we got 0. We saw the lack of depth in that game. What did we have to do? Porto was having a disaster game. We had to take him out. Who did we put in? Alisson Santos. What are we going to get out of him?
Nothing.
Are you kidding me? How is a guy like that playing in a big 3 club? But yeah, we had no depth there. When one guy's Porto is underperforming, what are our options?
Derek, do you think Rui Borges has the balls to substitute Bot? Because to be honest with you, I agree with you. I think he's been poor. He's had one good half in Madeira. That's it. And he's been really poor. And Borges will not substitute.
Yeah, it's true. It's true because you look at the game. You look at that first half of those front 3 behind Suarez, who was the only one that was penetrating. It was Jenny Katamo.
He
was the only one.
Only one.
Trinkel was a ghost. I mean, the guy was Casper.
I know. That was back to the open
and then Trinkel playing a new spot because Bot's out on the wing. Trinkel should have switched, but he doesn't have the courage to take Bot out. That's the only thing I have with Rui Borges. You got to have coach. And
he doesn't have the. Does he have the courage
to
take?
You're getting attacked on the left
either one
side.
of them. Trinkel or Potts. Those guys are not coming out.
You're getting attacked on the left side. So what did you do? You substituted the second half, your entire right side. You're getting blasted on the left where Alberto Costa is. You got to read the game. And I agree with Derek. He just didn't know. He just did the wrong things that game tactically.
Yeah, I mean, he stubbed him. He stubbed him at the end. He put Alisson Santos out. You're not going to get anything out of him.
No.
Well, and on the other bench, you've got Farioli, who doesn't care what anyone says about Rodrigo Mora. He yanks them, and they get
that was the right move, though.
And it was the right move because but he had the guts to make the move.
You saw in the second half there was a drop in the intensity of that midfield,
and he had the guts to make that.
He had the guts to make it. It was the right move.
Yeah,
Nino,
I saw that those first 15 minutes belonged to Sporting. They did.
Yeah,
there's a guy who made the right move.
He did.
Let me see, Mauricio. What do you say, Mauricio?
Derek knows this. There's one guy on Sporting who deserves to start. and there's a Ferrari on your bench, and you keep riding out there the little Cavalier. It's Ganda. Ganda needs to play, and Balta is taking his spot. Ganda needs to play. As soon as he comes into the game, he starts creating right away with his speed and technical ability. He needs to play.
Yeah, I think the right move in that game would have been to sub Mungish out and put Kenza there.
Yes,
like they did in the game before that,
or move Jenny left and bring
Kenta.
And on the right, that's why they give you number 10 and number 7 for a reason, man. Those are your wingers. But anyway, Mike, talking about these guys are complaining about their number 9. That they're saying it's not it's gonna be an issue for them. But on your side of the circular, your striker, the striker they signed. We were talking about this that they cannot be playing together. It's either Ivanovic or Pavlidis. So it was Ivanovic's time this time for this game, and he wasn't clicking either with him being the only striker on the pitch.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game for him, but it wasn't a good game for anybody. I mean, they had the European week, the European game midweek. That makes a big difference. It was an emotionally charged game. It was the weight off the shoulders of getting into the Champions League, and there was definitely a drop in concentration, drop in the fitness level in this game, and especially when it started easy. That was the other thing. The scoring in the third, fourth minute, and quickly the team relaxed. A second goal came, the team relaxed. So, yeah, it wasn't great. And now with the arrival of Sudakov, you're not going to see 2 strikers because now you got a number 10. You're probably going to only see 1 striker because you got to make room for the 10 to come in. So it'll be interesting to see how Lige, splits the time up between the two. Probably one will play weekdays in the Champions League. The other will play weekends in the league for now. But Ivanovic got the call this time and he didn't really convince, but Pavlidis does a lot, but he hasn't scored goals either. We'll see. I mean, I think given on the opponent, you just go with the hotter foot.
October
25th. October 25th is the election day. Yep.
Mikey, so on this transfer market, how do you feel about this transfer market window, man, for you guys?
It was pretty good, but again, Porto did better. They did better, and they spent less. I can't deny. They go and get a center back from Arsenal on the final day. There's never a clue of anybody they're going after. I admire how they get these guys, and the press does not get a hold of it. They just show up.
They do it the right way.
They sign.
Yeah.
Our 2 teams are sitting here courting players for months and months and months.
It's like, how many novellas I've had to witness in my life?
And then all the deals that collapse at the final.
Yeah,
I've seen Thiago Almada. I've seen João Felix collapse. Years ago we saw Cavani collapse. Cavani was to be presented. They had the stage made for him with his face there, and it never happened. So I admire how they get these deals.
That he didn't show up for you guys, because
I don't know. That was a pretty terrible season. That was a pretty terrible season. But it's continued failed target after failed target. Sudakov comes in now, but he's the third option after Thiago Almada and after João Felix. So I don't know. Still linked for a week versus how long was Jota Silva linked?
Sporting is 3 months, and then it doesn't happen.
Porto's on a roll, baby.
How long was Benfica linked to Ricardo Horta and it never happened? It was seasons. It went from one season to another, and it never happened. So again, I admire how they get these deals across the line. No matter what financial situation they're in, they find a way to get these deals done.
Yeah, they were bold. They were bold.
They were. They batted, to use a baseball analogy, they batted 1,000 in this.
They needed to be bold, and they were.
Yep. So, but overall, I'm not down. I'm a little concerned with what left. We'll see what it's going to be. Somewhat of a new team when they get back from the international break, because now you got new guys in key positions. Got another right winger now too to replace. To go on the right, and you got Sheldrop's now got his chance to play on the left, and now he's the number 1 guy. He's going to have to produce. It's not just going to be enough to play nice and to have a few nice moves and to make a nice pass here and there. He's got to produce.
Be real.
Goals and assists have to come in now. So the pressure is going to be elevated, and with the number 10, he's also going to have to produce. There's going to have to be more goals now that we have a guy sitting in behind the striker that should be delivering that final ball so that we get goals. And he's going to have to score goals himself as well, like any other number 10. He's going to have to arrive in the area, get on the end of some crosses and find the back of the net. If Benfica start scoring goals, as long as they keep this defensive cohesion together. I mean, what I liked, if there's a positive, was they did this with two different keepers. They split the goalkeeping duty, and I really don't think there's much of a drop off, if any, when Samu comes in for Trubin. Trubin is the one on the big wages. He's the one that came with the hefty price tag, but Samu is just as good between the pipes. And with the ball on his feet, he might even be a little bit better. He had that one play, the ball came to him and he did a fake. He cut one way, went the other, got out of trouble and delivered the pass. And he did it all calm with, 5 or 6 games under his belt in the first division in his career. So I'm totally comfortable with either goalkeeper at this point and with the back line. The decision to go to 3 central backs didn't really work out, but Bruno Lage explained he was bringing in Antonio Silva so that Tomás Araújo could use his pace to because he knew he was faster than Alverca's striker. But again, the ball fell to somebody in a perfect spot. Otamendi with a less than perfect clearance, and he broke the clean sheet streak. So we'll see how the team reacts to that now going into the next game. Now that momentum's not there. Do they start another clean sheet streak, or do we start giving away goals like we've done in the past? Have to wait and see.
No.
We'll see. But right now, at this very moment, after 4 rounds in the competition, Mikey, you mentioned that Porto is the best team right now. But how far you think you are from Porto right now?
Well, I mean, we have more to improve on than they do, but we started the race late. So, I think if we just keep taking care of our results, we go to them in October, 1 game at a time. We got to get to October within striking range, and then when we go to their house, it's time to see what we can do.
Yeah,
but we can't be worried about what they're doing right now.
Where are you?
It's too early.
When are you making that game that you have on
to September 20?
Pending still. Do you know?
It is September 24th, I want to say. It's midweek at the end of September.
Yeah.
All right. So, Roy has some super box out on Saturday, yeah. Look at that, man.
1,200 milliliters.
That's the leader, man.
4 by 300 liters.
Well done.
You got something.
Well done.
Nice.
Mr. Gomez.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about the absence, right? And it's there's no doubt that when when Pat Morita and Morty are together in the midfield, it's a different story. But did you feel that was the biggest issue, or the biggest loss, for you was the boss being so erratic in the long passes? Which one you think it hurt you the most?
Yeah,
not having Pat or
if we're comparing those two, I would say that Morita's absence loomed larger. I think. I mean, this Kotrashvili, I think he's an okay player. He had some interesting ball recoveries. During the match, and he made a couple of nice passes. But I mean, this is probably something Tommy Handel could do. And Tommy Handel just left for €3 million. So I mean,
can we massacre Vitória at some point tonight?
They just got away. Their 2 best players are going.
Yeah, they left they nearly left for €3 million too. So.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No.
Yeah.
3
So, I mean, Morita does add. He's just a more dynamic player, and he's just more built. The routines are more built in with him. But I mean, he's starting to turn into the next St. Just. I mean, it's to the point where it's like it's becoming more trouble than it's worth. He'll play a couple of games and he'll be out for 3. This happened last year, and here we are in week 4, and it's and we're singing the same old song. So But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Morita did get off to a good start this season, and you know, he's on the same page with Morty, and you know, that could have made a difference. But yeah, I mean, I still think, you know, the main reason, you know, for this loss was the poor performances from Trincão and you know, I think, you know, if those guys play bad, Sporting are in trouble, and you know, this is a perfect example of that theory. Yeah, I mean, they need to play well. They need to be involved. And there just, you know, wasn't any of that. I mean, Trincão in the second half dropped a little bit more, so he had a little bit more of the ball, but you know, he had no impact on the game. And I think that's the main reason why, you know, we weren't able to. Somebody will be on the. Hey, it could be. You know,
That's been our hope since
I know
last
that
year.
is. That's. I think Noronha Lopes. I think he's the guy that really wants that to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think. I mean, it will boil down to that.
A different kind of red, huh? Different kind
Those
of
two
red.
guys. Yeah, those two guys being ineffective was the main reason for the loss. But yeah, we missed Maxi and we missed Diomande. We did. You know, we definitely did. Because you got to look at how Mungish played and how DeBoss played, and it just, you know, it wasn't good enough. But yeah, I mean, this is something to be really concerned. This is a devastating loss. This is a devastating loss. You can't lose to these guys at home. You can draw. You can, you know, it's okay. It's not great. But, you know, when you're playing Benfica, Porto, or Braga at home, you cannot lose, and they lost. You know, so I know it's early. I know that's what people are going to say, it's early, but this is a devastating loss. You can't afford to lose these games at home against your direct rivals, because there's a very low chance you're going to go there and win.
Yeah.
You know, can you see Sporting going to the Dragão and winning? You know, even with Ruben, they didn't do it. They didn't do it once with Ruben. So
right.
I just they never went up there and won. They never went up there and won with Ruben. So I mean, it's a devastating loss. You know, we'll see. We'll see the long-term impact. We have this huge road game when we come back. You know, if we lose points in consecutive games, then it's
in Champions League on the back end.
You're behind the 8 ball. It's gonna get very, very hard. I just think this is like a really devastating loss that, you know, could have long-term impact, man. That's how I feel about the game.
You're not gonna recover those points. You're not gonna recover those points when you go there, right? That's
no, you're not.
Main,
you're not. You
that's
know,
I mean, part.
And Sporting last year, Sporting with 3-0. They beat all three of them. No, actually, they tied with Braga, but they didn't lose any of those games at home, and they actually won at Braga, so it's sort of like compensated for that tie. But yeah, that's the key. They didn't lose a game at home against the big three. So I just the ramifications of this loss could be substantial. That's how I feel about it, man. It was the result is catastrophic in my opinion.
My God, man, drama on Tuesday, big time, guys, big time.
I don't expect the big teams to drop a lot of points outside of the games against each other this year. It just looks like the gap keeps getting bigger and bigger between the top teams and everybody else.
I feel like
that reinforces my point. You cannot afford to lose this game at home.
Yeah,
I feel like the top teams are going to trade wins against each other. It comes down like it does every year in this league. It's how you do against the Alvercas, the Estrela Amadoras, and them. Those are the games you can't give any points to. Like, you'll have the games where Braga, you'll tie, or you'll lose, or the Benficas and stuff. They'll go back and forth.
Right.
It's like that game Mikey's talking about, Alverca. It didn't look pretty, but you got the 3 points.
But the points are in the bank.
The
3 points,
You have to get those points at Estoril, at Estrela Amadora, Alverca. Those are the games. If you don't point there, that's where you lose the championship. It's those games.
I didn't say that. But...
Yeah.
And Porto's not going to do us the favor of dropping all the points they did last year.
No.
They're not going to do it. No.
Hey.
That's why,
They're not dropping any.
They might not.
dropping any, man. I think that they're so strong.
So they're gonna have 100%.
I mean,
talking about the
round
strengths of
the
Porto,
only thing I can
Mauricio.
think of is they're playing with such intensity,
They
especially
may-
when they
yeah.
start these games. That and now Europe's going to
Yeah.
come into play.
Yeah.
The Europa League's going to come into play. The only thing that I can think of is like the way that they play, with that high intensity, and the number of games that could result in injuries.
And Thursdays, they're playing Thursdays on top of it.
Yeah,
Europa
it could
League.
result in a drop there. I mean, that's the only. I mean, but yeah, right now it just doesn't look like that's going to happen. But that's the only glimmer I see of a possibility. That
Listen,
maybe
they're
not.
like every team. They got their counterattack. Sporting had Derek knows that both play. That he scores
gotta-
on
I mean,
3-on-1.
you gotta score
changes
that.
the game. That right there.
I mean, like the week before, you would have had no problem with that.
No, nothing.
I
And
couldn't
that's the
believe
thing.
it.
All right, guys.
I
Everybody
still-
say goodbye to Matt. Matt is leaving. Matt, see you, brother. Thank you for the name, brother.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Hey, Mauricio, about these dragons, right? I was mentioning that for Sporting, the biggest issue that they have was the biggest weakness of the game was they're not protecting the flanks and not being productive from the flanks in terms of the attacking options. But for Porto, I gotta highlight this, right? Is the spinal cord of Porto, right? Starting by the goalie, you got Bednar, right? In this case, look the young. The main channel for Porto, it's so solid, man. The structure of this team is so solid. Also solid on the flanks, yes, but the spinal core of the team is rock solid, man. That's what it's putting all the pieces together for Porto.
And it's even getting stronger because now they got Kiwor. He's going to replace Perez in the back to be with Bednarik. So it's just getting stronger. And Perez is now going to be their fifth guy off the bench on defense whenever they need it. And Varela has transformed and just been better under Farioli. And you can see that. He was struggling with Anselmi. He didn't even look like half the player that they got from Boca.
It's a whole different game.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Anselmi. He tried to
Yeah.
change it, everything.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right.
Yeah.
That whole middle that they got, and even in this game, that second half, they took out Mora. They put in the new guy they got from France, Rosario, and they straightened the middle even more because they're like, Sporting isn't beating us on the flanks. Alberto Costa is having a field day. Let's straighten up the middle because they're going to try to come up the middle with Humelin and Bot. And so that's what they did. They took Mora out. They took out the more creativity, and they're like, we're just going more defensive now that we're up 2-0. And that's what they did. They made even that spinal cord even stronger. And Rosario is now a player who's more familiar with Farioli. He played with them over there in Ajax. So he already knows the system. He knows the coach. So you're adding another experienced player that's already familiar with this system. So, and Farioli's just doing a fantastic job. And he's showing his everything.
Forgot about this guy. I was like, I was during the broadcast. I was like, oh, this guy, this is the first Dominican I've seen. And they were like, hold on a second. I've seen this guy in the freaking KNBB Cup, the Netherlands Cup.
Yeah, but he played for Ajax.
Yeah. But it's probably I saw only once, and then they would play in France. And I was like, okay, I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't know much about the league on because I don't watch it, man. To me, I
It's
watch
not very
way too many
visible,
games.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And outside of PSG games, it's hard for me to see. I don't know Nice versus Lyon, Olympique Lyonnais.
That's something I'm looking forward to. Absolutely, yeah.
But even Farioli in the game, I saw that what he did to Samu in the second half, going up to him, yelling at him. You don't see that out of a Rui Borges or somebody. He's putting his stamp on the team. Like
he is.
You're following me.
Yeah.
Even with Moda, he's on the bench. It's
Yeah.
not your team.
He's showing
It's
who's in
my
charge.
team. Yeah.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
showing who's charged. And now with wins like this, you just trust and believe in him more. Like, yo,
Yeah, of course.
just follow me. I'm the guy in charge. I'm the guy riding this ship. Let's just keep going the way I want to go, play the way we want to play. And he's just doing a great job.
Agents are not making decisions for him the way they might be for other coaches.
Exactly.
He's not caving to pressure from agents or even from presidents. He's team, and he's making all the calls, and he doesn't care what anyone says, and I respect that a lot.
Yeah, I admire that. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the most
And look at
through
this. He
podcast
says,
ever.
Andrew says that he will most
Yeah.
That's what he says. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with the player,
I-
but yeah.
Yeah.
He played a little bit at Arsenal. When
And,
he
Yeah.
was
and
the left back.
talking about winbacks. I mentioned this during the broadcast, Mikey, that I know it's early in the season, but I think that you finally found the solution to the right back position for you in for Benfica, because we've been playing.
Yeah.
We're talking about Alexito Ba, and actually we're going back to when Double A was playing and he broke his ligaments, and then since Andres Almeida wasn't in that position, Benfica's been struggling
Yeah.
out that position with the proper personnel. And but I think with the Bosnia, you got
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy. Is this
Oh, yeah,
the guy
that's the
that
guy.
you think you found
Yeah.
the right back?
Yeah, that's the guy. Now it's hoping he stays around for more than a cup of coffee, because I've seen this before where a guy looks like a perfect fit, and next thing you know, again, why Rui Costa needs to lose this election, because with him as president, I mean, he's not in charge. I don't believe. I think he's manipulated. He's controlled by other nameless, faceless people, and this guy could be in the shop window in January if that happens. So yeah, no, he's been very good, and I've been pleasantly surprised. He's an upgrade from even Ba. Ba's going to come back and be the backup, which is great, because Ba has as good as he can be. He's got serious flaws to his game, especially defensively, and Dedic doesn't seem to have that. And I mean, his name is Amar. You know, how do you not amar Dedic? Como no amar Dedic, right? How do you not love this guy? He just people say it all the time. He just plays in a way that we've been looking for, and he just, yeah. I know that's Lige. That's
Mikey goes,
Lige.
yeah.
I'm
That's just
telling you,
Lige
that
being
is
Lige.
Lige. He gets these changes wrong all the time. He's not reading. He did read to get Rios off, but he left Dedic there. And you can't leave it up to chance. These referees are very unpredictable.
Yeah.
They are.
It's in every game. That's unpredictable. You can do the same foul twice, and the first time it'll be harder, uglier, and there's nothing. And then you get a third of the contact the second time, and the card comes out, or it's a card one week, the next week it's not. So yeah,
There's no
I agree with that.
uniformity. Yeah.
No, there's no
Derek-
You know what I
uniformity.
felt, Mikey? You know what I felt on this game, in this particular game, that the referee, he wasn't comfortable. He wasn't in charge of the game.
Yeah,
He was like, oh, dude, I'm a referee Benfica. I mean,
yeah, he was on edge, and it was a lot of cards given in one game, and especially it was on average like one in every other foul was a yellow card in this game, and he was just throwing them out. But U.S. players have to know that too. You also have to see, I can't get away with these things. We're winning 2-0. I can't go in for those challenges,
right?
because
And
if I don't
Mikey,
time it right, you know.
Yeah, Derek, how is it the two right backs that we were rumored to get both played well this week?
Yeah.
That's how
my
our transfer
man.
market has
That's
been
how it
going.
is. Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it's been going.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
glad
insane.
it's closed. I hate the transfer
Yeah.
window.
We got to, and we have to figure out.
It's over, right? It's closed now, right?
It's
It's
closed
closed
until
now, right?
January. Until January.
Yeah.
This January back in the dance again, Mikey. So I hear a lot of criticism on Laje. I mean, but I'm gonna go specific to this specific topic. It's like him going ballistic on the sidelines for the referee decisions. I mean, I would do the same thing, man. I would have done the same thing as Laje. So why are you going on your coach for protesting, man?
Because he looks like a man with no solutions. He looks like he just throws things. He rolls dice and hopes that it falls on a 6, and hopes that it falls on what you need, because it doesn't seem like there's any logic or any method to what he does. And he does so many predictable substitutions. You're predicting them, Nino, every time before the players come on. You already know who's coming off. So does everybody watching. So does the other team. And he's just not changing anything up. There's no growth. And I think he's gone backwards as a coach. I thought he was so much better 6 years ago when he showed up out of the B team, and he had the players he was comfortable with that came up with him. And he just, over the past years, and I think some of it probably has to do with failure at Wolves, failure at Botafogo, but I think a lot of it's just either he's unsure, and now what he does is to make up for maybe unsureness. He tries to make up for it with, like, just going like this and getting the crowd going, and it's like we want him to put the team playing good football, and it's not. He's getting the job done right now, and we're accepting that the football is not great because of the situation, but it's got to improve, and it's got to be more fluid. And these games have to be put away earlier so that we're not exhausting ourselves. I saw one comment. My father said this because he's if you think I'm hard on Lige, he goes, Lige, he goes, when he saw the guys that Pavlidis wasn't starting, that Trubin wasn't starting, right? That Antonio Silva was not starting. He goes, he's the only coach I've ever heard of who rests guys so that they go to the international break fresh. And it's true. What other player?
I know.
What other player is resting guys for the international break in the last game? You got to get the points. But
that's a great call.
On the flip side, he's
that was awesome, man.
But on the flip side, he's getting more players involved. They're getting more minutes. If someone's called on, they've got more time under their belt. So just have to wait to see where this goes.
Man, hopefully, man, we'll see how it goes, man. Now, guys, I think this weekend we're off, so we're gonna be back in not the next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
Oh, does that mean it's South American prediction?
Don't forget. Okay, we're gonna go on that one. Huh? Guys, you're not gonna be with me in this one because we need a miracle. Actually, we need like 15 miracles to happen for Peru to go to the World Cup. I mean, we need a lot of miracles, man. We need a lot of miracles. First miracles, we gotta win in Montevideo, which is really tough. So let's go with that one first, Mikey. Could you go with
I can go with that first. I can go with that.
We go with that one first, and then I need all positive vibes from you guys because we need it. All right, we needed to pull up this miracle. Okay. But anyway, you know that we scored 6 goals only after 16 games, man. We scored 6 goals in 16 games. So, I don't think. And now we need to win back-to-back games. And okay. Let me put my thing. Mikey, you got it?
I've got him up. You want me to start with that one?
Let's go for it. Let's go for it, brother.
At Uruguay. I'll go. Let's
2-1 Peru.
2-1 Peru. That's what I was gonna say. 2-1 Peru.
Oh man.
All right. Mauricio, what do you say?
I'll go 1-1. I'll go 1-1.
1-1. Come on, man. What's up with the vibes? What's up with the aura?
Hey, you're lucky I gave you a goal.
You're lucky. Mauricio, it's good you can cover any team he asks you to because your job here is safe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. That's funny.
Go, man. What do you have?
I want to go with Miracle of Montevideo, 1-0 Peru.
There you go. Mike, what's next?
Argentina, Venezuela.
Come on, Argentina, 5-0, baby. Come on, Argentina. Come on, Leo Messi. Destroy those Venezuelans, man. It's the last game of Leo Messi wearing the Argentina jersey.
In Buenos Aires, right?
In Buenos Aires. Yeah. Right. Last game for Leo. Hopefully, it's a massive farewell from him. Because we need it. We need him to score.
Leo and his boys were a bunch of sore losers the other day.
I was going to say, his ass is going to be freshly sore from the kicking it just took.
Right.
Yeah, from Seattle. Yeah.
They got beat so bad, man. All right. Mauricio, what do you have on that one, man?
I'll go 3-0 Argentina.
3-0. Mikey?
3-0 Argentina.
Derek?
I'll go 2-0.
2-0. Okay. All right. Mikey, what's next?
Colombia, Bolivia.
Come on, Colombia, baby. Come on. 3-0 Colombia. I'm delusional tonight, so don't listen to me. But I'm just calling the numbers that we need. What do you have on that one, man?
I'll go 3-1 Colombia.
3-1 Colombia. All right. Mikey?
I'll say 1-0 Colombia, goal by Richard Rios.
All Right.
I don't think Lucho Suarez even plays, does he? Yeah. I'll go 3-1 Colombia. I'll agree with Mauricio. Yeah.
Colombia. All right. Mike, what's next?
Paraguay, Ecuador.
I think Paraguay takes this one 2-1. 2-1 Paraguay. Having lost in Ascension in like forever, man. Mauricio?
I think there's going to be goals this game. It's going to be 2-2.
2-2. Yeah, I think so too. But 2-1, 2-1. I like 2-1. Mikey?
I'll go 2-1 Ecuador in this one. I think they go on the road. Good team,
Okay.
Ecuador.
Gomez?
I think that's going to be 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay, all right. Mikey, what's next?
Brazil and Chile. Brazil
5-0
already
Brazil.
qualified, right?
Yeah. 5-0 Brazil. 5-0. I'm going cuckoo tonight, man. All right. Mauricio?
I'll go 2-0 Brazil.
2-0 Brazil. Mikey?
3-1 Brazil.
2-1 Brazil. Gomez?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-1 Brazil as well.
All right. Now we're going to our league, to our Primera Liga.
Let me
It's,
change my screen.
I think the first game, I think I had that game, the Benfica game on Friday.
Yeah. Let's see
I think
here.
I had that game.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Here we go. Fixtures.
On the
There we go. All right.
I think it is.
There's a
Wow,
game in
this one.
between, though. There's one game this weekend. There's the makeup game between Estoril and Santa Clara.
Oh, yeah, it's real, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
real.
Santa Clara have yet to score a goal.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And the
no,
European curse continues.
They were pitiful.
Pathetic.
That's the best draw.
I think
you
they
could
should only
possibly hope for.
allow those 5 teams to play. It should be Benfica, Sporting, Port,
That's
Braga,
it.
and
Don't
Guimarães.
Guimarães
Yeah,
if they make it.
not
Yeah.
even worth it. Don't bring these other teams
We're
into it.
never going to get our
This-
Champions
this-
League spot
yeah.
back.
No.
I mean, to go out to Shamrock Rovers.
I know.
Are
With
you
one
kidding
shot
me?
on goal.
An Irish team. I didn't even know they
They're
played
They're
football.
semi-professional. It's not
I
even
mean,
a full
this is a
professional.
joke.
like Oakland City.
You know, sometimes you get a bad draw, but this was handed to you.
This
Yeah,
one
they
was
were
handed.
drunk. They were drunk on Guinness, and you couldn't even beat them.
The almighty
The
powerful
League of
Shamrock
Ireland's got
Rovers.
2 teams
Oh.
into the Conference League. Portugal has not had 2 teams in the years it's existed.
Unreal, man. Unreal.
Nothing
So we
from
got
here on
that
out.
one.
That's it. Estoril wins
Divided by
3-0.
5.
Yeah.
Estoril, I want to take Estoril too. 2-1 Estoril. Gomez?
I'll go 1-0 Estoril. Santa Clara is not going to score a goal.
Mauricio?
I'll go 2-0 Estoril.
2-0 Estoril. And now we go to the next Friday, right? The Benfica
Yeah,
versus
there's
Santa
2 games. There's 2 games at the same time that Friday. I don't know why
Right.
Alverca and Tondela are playing on a Friday. Neither of them have Europe, but Alverca and Tondela are playing first.
Then -1.
I think the refs are going to win this one.
It's gonna be 2 own goals. I want to say 2 own goals, 1-1 on that one. Gomez?
I'll go with Alverca 2-1.
All right. Mauricio?
I'll go the other way. I'll go Tondela 2-1.
Tondela, right. I haven't been from Tondela yet. That'll be cool. Mikey, what do you got?
Both teams need to win. Points going to be hard to come by for them. Alverca's so young. I mean, I didn't realize until I looked at how young their team was in that game against Benfica. I'll say 2-2. 2-2 in this one.
2-2. All right. Now we
All
go
right,
to the Benfica's game.
Benfica, Santa Clara.
Benfica, Santa Clara. I'm going to say 3-1 Benfica. I'm going to say 3-1 Benfica. What do you say, Ruano?
I'm going to go 4-0 Benfica.
4-0. Gomez?
3-0.
Yeah.
3-0. Mikey?
3-0 is my thinking, too. 3-0.
3-0. All right. Pretty good. All right. What's next, guys?
Estoril AVS.
No.
Roy, what's Roy? We need you for this prediction, brother.
Yeah.
But unlike Rui, I don't like Estoril to lose in this one. I think they're going to win 1-0 in this one.
Yeah, Estoril wins.
Gomez,
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2. Mauricio,
I'm gonna go 2-1 Estoril.
2-1 Estoril. And Mikey,
3-1 Estoril.
2-1 Estoril. All right, what's next?
Moreirense Rio Ave.
Ooh, that's a good
okay.
game, brother. That's a good game, brother.
Good game.
I've seen goals in that game. I want to say 2-2 on that game. I'm seeing goals in that game, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, that one, man. Good game. Mauricio,
I'm gonna go 1-0 Rio Ave. The hottest
Ooh.
striker, Clayton.
Clayton.
Score.
Clayton.
We should
You
have
could have had.
not
You
the
could have had
Greek
him
guy.
for half. You could have had
Yes.
him for half, and this
Yes.
clown.
Yes. My man ain't the most skilled and dynamic, but
he's
damn, does he
But can he
getting
score?
Lucho Suarez, brother.
just scored 2 on Braga. 2.
No, I'm talking about the guy we just got from Greece. You could have had Clayton for half of what
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the other guy.
And this
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
and this guy's
Okay.
at least this guy's a proven commodity in our league.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's not that old either.
No,
No.
again, it was
He's
just
25.
What's it,
completely.
28,
20.
27?
No, he's like 25.
Even if you were 28, that's
What?
It's still fine nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still can get
Oh,
three,
he was
4 years.
older,
from
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
For what he'd cost, it'd be well worth it.
Yeah, I think there was a rumor
Yeah,
said
if you're gonna,
15
if
mil.
you're gonna spend 22
That's
on
nothing.
this guy who just scored 6 goals in the Greek league, you could have for it could have been even less than half. You could have gotten a guy who is a proven commodity in our league. So,
Yeah, I'll give you that one, man. I'll give you that one for sure, man.
1-0
Mikey, what do you have for this
Rio Ave.
one?
Let's go, Clayton.
1-0. 1-0.
I think it's
Mikey?
1-1. Yeah, I
2-1 Moreirense. They're gonna bounce back. They need a bounce back. So
yeah,
2-1
I think it's gonna be
Moreirense.
1-1.
Alright,
Moreirense
Gomez?
1, Rio Ave 1. I think it's a 1-1.
1-1. I said 2-2. What do you say, Mikey? What's next?
Porto Nacional.
Oh God.
The Fog Bowl.
4.
Yeah.
I'll say 4.
Yeah.
I want to say 4. 4-0. At Dragao, right? Is that Dragao,
At
right?
Dragão. Yep.
Yeah.
No fog.
It's
No
gonna-
worries about fog.
Guys,
4-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah,
Mauricio.
I'll go 2-0 Porto.
2-0. Okay.
Yeah, just to
All
switch
right.
it up. I think 3-2, but I'll switch it up. I'll say 2.
Mikey.
I got 4 in my mind. I think it's
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I totally see that one coming, man.
And then it's
because it's
Family.
Nacional, I'm going to
Famalicão.
say Rodrigo Morris for a brace. Famalicão and
Famalicão
Sporting.
Sporting is next.
At
The
Famalicão.
nightcap at Famalicão.
Yeah.
Damn, brother. Why am I keeping up saying this same score? But I'm gonna say it again, man, because it's in my mind. I want to say it's gonna be a late, dramatic goal, 2-1, 2-1 Sporting, with a late goal from Lucho Suarez. Mr. Gomez. No, you go last. You go last, Gomez. Mauricio.
Well, I'll go last. Whatever. Yeah.
I agree with you 2-1, but I think Sporting will be in the lead, and then Famalicão score early in the second to make it interesting. 2-1.
All right, Mikey.
I was gonna say exactly what Mauricio said. 2-1 Sporting, but
Yeah.
Sporting take the lead, and Famalicão fight back and make
Yeah.
it nervy.
Just like this Alverca game. Just like
Yeah,
that.
similar.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
that's the idea I had.
Yep.
How do you see it, Gomez? How do you see it? Come on.
1-0 Famalicão.
I knew he was gonna say
I
that.
knew it. I knew it.
He was scratching.
I knew
his
it.
head. That was the sign. He was scratching.
And
his
then
head.
then the
I knew
even
it.
start.
I
Yeah,
knew
the
that was
fans will
coming.
start. The fans will begin to congregate around Alvalade. Yeah.
My God. Mikey, what's next?
Estrela Amadora, Vitória Guimarães.
I'm taking Israel on this one. Yeah. Yeah, 1-0 Estrella away. Man, brutal. Gomez?
I want to go 2-1 Estrela. I think Gimenez look lost under this new coach.
Me too.
They never
Mauricio?
should have sacked their old coach.
No.
It's so
Right?
stupid.
It was a bonehead
So
move.
stupid.
Now they're going to pay.
Yeah.
And now he's the under 21 coach.
Yeah, he's going to be there for
Now
20
he's got a
years now.
Sweet gig. He's probably
Yeah.
going to be there for 12 years.
He's going to be like Louis George now forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be there for 12 years. Yeah.
What is he, Mauricio?
I think Estrella 1-0. They're going to score late in like the 75th minute. Vitória Guimarães just lost too many guys. They lost too many guys.
Way too many, man. Way too many. Mike, did you say yours? No.
Now, yeah, it pains me because I want Vitória Guimarães to be good. And the
Yes.
potential is there.
I did too.
Yes.
I did.
So painful to see the way they run their team, but
Yes.
Estrela is going to win 2-1.
You want them to grab that fifth spot.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
And
What's
for
next,
fourth
Mikey?
or even third.
Yes.
Aroca Casapia.
Oh. I'll take Caruca. No. I'm taking Casapia.
Really?
I'm taking Casapia.
Because of his boy.
Yeah. Guys, Calabasawa, you know it, baby. You know what?
They have no.
That guy's. I don't know why nobody signed him, but anyway. Yeah, 2-0 Casapia on this one, man. 2-0 Casapia. Araruca. Man, what am I saying? You know, the away games, I'm going cuckoo with this. All right. Ruano, what do you say on this one?
I'm going to go 2-2.
Crap. I lost you. I didn't hear you.
He said
I'm going to
2-2.
go 2-2.
It's 2.
2-2. All right. Gomez?
I think Aroca wins 3-1.
3-1. All right.
Yeah, Aroca.
With Alfonso Tresa scoring, maybe. Mikey, what do you have?
Aroca 2-0. I think Casapia is going to struggle to stay up this year. They're going to be in the relegation fight this year. It's going to be 2-0 to Aroca.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot. They haven't replaced them.
Yeah.
All right.
This coach has lost his specials.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's in. He'll be in trouble soon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One
Mike,
game
what's
left.
next?
Braga, Gil Vicente, your boys.
No.
Yeah, your boys go to Braga.
Damn.
The prettiest stadium in Portugal. That's where they're going.
If they were playing at Barcelos, I would say Gil Vicente, but I don't think they're gonna win in Braga. 3-1 Braga. Again, with all my heart and pain.
Yeah.
3-1 Braga. Yeah. Mikey.
1-1. Braga have been disappointing. 1-1.
Mikey, I didn't hear you. You said 1-1?
1-1.
He said 1-1.
1-1. Braga have been disappointing, and I'm shocked that they're taking themselves out of the race already.
Ruano?
Dropping points back-to-back weeks.
I'm going to go 2-1 Braga. And if they don't get a win at home, this coach is going to start feeling it. He's going to start feeling it.
Can't go 3 games in a row without winning.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to feel it.
Bring it on. What you got? Hold on, guys. Let me ask this guy. Alex, just tell him tell your bro to send me a message, and we'll bring him in. All right. So what's next? Who have Derek?
I'm gonna go 2-0 for Braga. They absolutely need to win. So
Yeah.
I think they will. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got everybody. Yeah, right.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Everything, guys. Wish me luck on this Thursday.
All right, we're there with
Pray
you.
for my team, for my national team. We need all your prayers and thoughts. And then I don't know if you're gonna set up on fire any anything you don't want, you can for this only for this day. All right. Mr. Benfica, Mr. Gomez, Ruano, thank you so much for being here. We were one watcher shy of the 200, man.
Let's fix that. Let's fix that.
Come on, guys. We're 198 now. 198. We gotta come on.
Close.
We gotta close the night with 200.
Let me
man.
refresh.
Yeah.
Tell
All
Roy
right,
to hit refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh. I feel like in the Big Bang Theory now, man.
Yeah, it says 195 on my feed. So it's behind.
No. But we were up, brother. We were up. That was
a good one.
Yeah, good.
awesome edition, guys.
All
Appreciate you.
See you in a
This
couple
was
weeks.
Tuga Tuesdays. We'll see you in weeks because
Couple
there's an international break. So hopefully you enjoy your international teams winning, like I will.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
See you guys.
See you guys.
That's good.
Bye bye.
Bye.